June 18th, 2021, 7:30 a.m. Starting off my video a little late today. I've been up pretty much all night, real tired. It's going to be a real short day for me. I just took a long, I'll have to break this value area here. My only other trade was a short in a very poorly chosen location. Right around here at this 50 area. Expectation was for it to break these highs after this high tick, which didn't make a whole lot of sense. This high tick was on an increased volume coming into supply, and it's just an error. I gotta call it an error trade because it just didn't make sense at all to me. Found myself getting pretty antsy here recently, and just not a whole lot of patience. So, and then you can see how choppy and how balanced this profile was. We were just basically sitting in balance, came down, broke down below the range here, and put in some increased volume here, and we can see on this 15-minute what this is coming down into. Definitely expectation for there to be a reaction in this demand area. Also major demand in through here. We didn't get down, but this overnight low at 69.87 was put in here. And then so after that, just kind of watching, and we pushed up. And after this area, I was trying to get long actually in here. Tried to get long here at about the 70 round number, and it didn't come back. And then after the open, we just shot up and never got any kind of a pullback after that as well either. So my long trade was here after this area right here. Right at 7:30, we had the structure put in before we broke this overnight. These bar highs here, and broke down below this last buyer here, sellers here, and had this little mini shakeout here that looked like we weren't going to hold this this volume here. And after the push up above the point of control here, a test back down to the 50, then here was my trigger right at the 7:30, and you can see it a little more clearly on the number bars here, but this was right here, and so that's right where I took it. And target was, I mean, it happened really quickly, but you can see all the way over here, all of this was tested, and this was all weak here. So I had this marked off. This 80 was about the last untested high here, but really all of this can go all the way up through the overnight high. That would be my expectation, but I ended up taking it off at 79 for a 30 tick win. So that's nice. So next expectation, first stop is the overnight high, obviously, but we have a lot of space that we can fill in back down to the 70.65. But we can see that the huge move down yesterday formed kind of this double or even a triple profile here. So after the overnight high is taken out, we have pretty easy move up to the 71.30 area here into this previous range and value area. So that would be my expectation on to the upside targets. And then to the downside, I mean, we have to deal with coming back down into value and range, but we have a lot of weakness here to the left as well. So an expectation minimum of to take out that overnight high. Am I going to be able to participate in any of this? I'm not sure yet. It's moving pretty fast and not likely to get any kind of a pullback here now. And it's going. So there's the overnight high taken out by one tick. So expectation now is for us to likely continue higher, but we'll see. I wouldn't think that would be where we're going to turn around here, just one ticking that high, but you never know. And you can see on this profile here as well, look at how thin this is traded. definitely ability to move higher and fill in some of this thinly traded area. You can see we moved up out of value here, and we came back and real briefly tested back in, and that was this test right here. Move up to 85 and then back down, and then again here, this is the top side at the 80, and we pushed up out of that again, and then I would expect now to see that area that I talked about here in that 25 to 30 area to fill in this space, and we're kind of well on our way now. And I didn't really find any way to participate. I feel maybe I could have done something pretty aggressive in here, putting this volume. That was this kind of this top side of the range here, put in this volume, and then could have tried to grab something in here, but leaning on this volume after this push down. But not a real great setup, and definitely super aggressive. And there we go. We just smashed through that target now too. Up through the 30, and now next stop is, I'm guessing we're going to see some kind of a pullback in this area. We're not going to be able to push through this too easily through this upper value area. Would love to see if we can find some kind of a reversal here to fill in some of the space and for a counter context short trade, but we'll see. Obviously a little risky. This thing is on a mission and it's just tearing higher. Almost 100 ticks higher from where I entered. I think I entered at 49 on my last trade. So yeah, 49, 70.49. We're at 71.48. Pretty crazy.